Okay, I'm live. A little bit late, but I'm here. That's the main thing. Me. Let me correct my camera here a little bit. Got it a little bit crooked. Oh me. See if I can get some people in here. Starting off a little bit late. Let me turn a little light on and on the subject. Oh man. Put a little light. Put a little light on me there. Hey Jamie. Well, I'm feeling a good bit better. Still not 100%, but I tell you what, this COVID is taking its toll. Uh, kind of got me down quick. Well, I'm trying to look decent. I'm feeling a little bit better. Like I said, hopefully hopefully I'm feeling good, and hopefully my signal's coming through good. I don't know what else how the signal looks this morning. I'm trying to. I'm up here in my upstairs office. I usually get a pretty good signal. The router's right behind me, but sometimes I depend on good old Verizon, how good of a signal they throw at me. But hey, Patrick, how are you? Yeah, I'm just got out of the shower a while ago and still a little bit hot from my shower. But trying to put on a good face this morning and try to you know get started good. And I forgot to get me a water. I can tell you that. I may have to holler for a water if my wife will come this way. I don't know, but give me a water or get me a Sprite or something, so I don't get choked up trying to chat this morning. But I'm enjoying everything now, getting out a little bit more. I got out and sat around in the sunshine yesterday. Good audio and video. Well, that's good, Patrick. That's good. I'm glad it's coming through loud and clear. And I'll try not to cough too much this morning. I haven't been coughing as much as I was coughing. I'm kind of got most of this out of my chest. Uh, it's easy to it's easy to get this down in your chest and hard to get it out. It seems like I've been on all kind of different medications. I just got off a week of steroids, and that seemed to help pretty good. Whatever, I don't know exactly what kind of steroid it was, but that seemed to work pretty good. Hold on, Barbara or Dina. Would you bring me a Sprite up here? Yeah, you or mom one. Yeah, I heard a little traffic in the background. Thank goodness. Maybe I'll get a little refreshment. I came up here and got everything set up. Took my shower. Uh, got everything squared up, but forgot to bring me a refreshment of some description. So I'll have to rely on Dina to run me that up, and hopefully hopefully I can clear my throat out a little bit. But what's going on with everybody? I'm glad to see Chicago got their act together and got rid of their Beetlejuice mayor and everything on the political side, and now we're dealing with everybody admitting to finally admitting to where this COVID came from. You know, we've been fighting that for 3 years now. I think everybody and his brother knew, Trump especially knew going in that it was probably a lab leak, and then all the experts wanted to say no, it wasn't, and all that sort of stuff. You got me something, Dina?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll get it. So you won't have to get in the camera. Dina doesn't want to get on the camera. Dina doesn't want to get on the camera. Yeah, she took a beating for sure. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, we're having to fight through all this truth coming through. I think the best thing for us, maybe not for Elon Musk, but he took over Twitter and has cleared out Twitter and found all these lies that everybody was telling, that we knew that they were telling, and kind of cleaned that up. That's been the best thing, is that. I hate for Elon that it costs so much. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Glad to see you're getting a few more old Cadillacs squashed down. Oh, I look at that every time you do that. Oh man, give me my Sprite there. Yeah, I'm I'm trying my best to get out and do a few things too. I noticed on that one video, Chris, you still hadn't got that old roof on yet. Are you going to be putting that roof on that building this year? Because I know that's a big undertaking. That's a price of lumber and everything, way it got up there. Those rafters and everything, it cost a good bit. And unless you're going steel or something, just depends. But yeah, all that's a big job. But you're doing it at the pace that you can afford it. Yeah. 15,000. I figured at least. I figured at least about 15,000 for rafters. I know I did my big building up here. Of course, I did it in the brown steel and everything, but it cost me a good little bit to put that baby up. But I'm glad I did, because I did it about 6 or 7 years ago, and now the price of that building's more than doubled. I mean, it's something. You got the tin, but you just don't have the rafters. Well, rafters should be coming down a little bit, shouldn't they? I don't know. I don't know who the truss manufacturer out there in Kansas is. I mean, they're pretty stout in price, but their lumber is supposed to be coming down. I don't know if it's come down that much on the rafters, because I mean that's a whole different market. So it just depends. But you have to you have to bite the bullet when you can there. You have to bite the bullet when you can. You got some more important projects. Well, and that's what you got to do. You can't, if that's a luxury item, and I mean you would, and you in some ways you'll figure that's a luxury item. Uh, you need to get your priorities in order. Do what makes you money first. And if that's not going to make you any money right now, then you need to do the other things. You were in the wrong chat. I didn't know did I have a second chat? I didn't know I started up a second chat. But yeah, I got, my computer wasn't working exactly right this morning. I try to get this good camera going. I had a time one at 8:55. Yeah, that's probably the one I was looking. I need to go in there and kill those off sometimes. I put those in, getting everything set up, and sometimes I didn't realize they get broadcast. Yeah, I'll have to take that one down as soon as I get off here. Oh, me. Yeah, it's well, Joey, how's your weather been up through there? Did you get any snow this past week? I noticed it didn't hit Pennsylvania, kind of went up above Pennsylvania. I figured maybe you got some snow. You had two storms, snowstorms or rain and sleet, and how was it? We had some thunderstorms come through, and believe it or not, our weather down here has been fantastic. I mean, today's the coldest day. I mean, it got down to 38 last night, but normal. I mean, gosh, we've been in the 70s, hit 80 one day, I think. I mean, it's been spring like down here for the past couple of weeks. But now they're talking about a cold front coming through, not this week, or maybe toward the end of this week, and then be here for about a week and a half. I hope it's not too bad. Oh, wet, heavy snow. So that melted away pretty quick then, did it? We've had, I don't think we've even had a snowflake. I know we hadn't had in 2023. I can't remember if we even had a snowflake in December. But I mean, we've had zero, zero snow down here. And of course, I'm kind of glad of it. I'm not a big snow person, but it is what it is. I mean, you take the good with the bad, especially when you're in the trucking business. I don't care for the snow at all. But like I said, it is what it is. Hold on one second. I got to get a Kleenex here. My, I'm talking and sorry guys, this sickness is making me. I had to blow my nose when I had to blow my nose. I'm not very cordial, or not cordial. I'm not very mannerly, I guess. Miss Manners would probably get me for blowing my nose on the air, but I had to do it. It was do or die. And I don't want to die out here trying to keep this thing rolling. Keep a little liquid in me and that sort of stuff. You can probably still hear a little bit of congestion in my voice and everything. And I still have that. And I'm still trying to get over that while I can. But like I said, COVID has hit people differently. Some people get in and get out of it real quick. My wife did. She got it and got over it fairly quick. No side effects. My system's compromised so much with diabetes and my heart trouble and everything else. I mean, it took its toll on me. Yeah, I'm on the upswing. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I still don't have my energy back yet. That's the thing that really disgusts me. I mean, I'm exhausted by walking across the room right now. I mean, it's pretty tough, but I'll get over it. I'm getting out and about, going up to the shop a little bit more, and I had to go over things with Jim and see what we need to do. Jimmy's been staying busy on the projects up there, which is good because some of them are things I want to have ready by the time this spring comes around and that sort of stuff. I got my flail. I got a new flail mower I want to be able to use to clean out in the woods and different things around my property. I mean, I got a lot of property management that I have to do just on my 75 acres of land. So I got a lot to do there. Yeah. Yeah, it takes time to get over uh this old stuff, and I'll try my best to uh get over it while I can, and get back out here. I did put that one video up. I think a lot of y'all saw the video. Hey, Walter. Hey, I didn't see you in there till just now, but yeah, I'm trying my best to well, okay, I'm getting one letter. Okay, Walter, I'm getting one word messages from you. Uh, you must be all thumbs with your typing this morning. Uh, but I'm happy that things are turning around. Like I said, for the health reasons. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Now, Jeff, are you out in California, or where am I? I'm trying to place you. I think I had you in California at one time on my mind. Am I? I'm right about that. Okay. Well, it's early morning out there. 6:20 in the morning. So yeah, you got up early this morning to get in on the chat. Hezbollah. Is that the way you Hezbollah? How do you say it? You didn't sleep. Okay. Well, I woke you up, did I, Jeff? Yeah, a lot of times I get up early like that and flip on the computer and see what's going on. Of course, there's not many live chats on the East Coast at 6 o'clock in the morning, so you got the advantage of us early risers out here on the East Coast. So you can catch us when you can like that. So yeah, just check in on Sunday mornings. We'll be out here chatting away. Like I said, I hope everybody excuse the coughing and the sneezing and having to blow the nose occasionally and that sort of stuff, because it is what it is. Oh, pretty good. How are you, DL? I'm hanging in here, trying to uh, get over this COVID that I had a couple 2 or 3 weeks ago. Still got the lingering effects of it, and I hope it don't turn into, some of them call it a long COVID, but it takes certain people longer. And like I said, I with my diabetes and you know having quadruple bypass and one of the blockages coming back and that sort of stuff. The breathing part really works on me. I mean, I sometimes feel like I almost need oxygen. Uh, I sometimes think oxygen would help me a little bit sometimes. Wow. Yeah, it's dangerous out there with that bad weather. Y'all have had a good bit of it up there, hadn't you, Walter? Well, thank you, DL. I need a speedy recovery. It's coming along. I lost the whole month of February, like I like I've said on my previous broadcast. I mean, I started off with an intestinal virus and then struggled with that for about a week and a half, and then went straight into that. A day or so later, I got COVID, and then I've just been fighting COVID. I've gotten over the COVID part, really. I guess I'm not contagious now, but I mean, it's still the after effects of it's been pretty brutal. Yeah, I probably ought to check on getting me some oxygen like that because I have difficulty breathing. I almost feel like I ought to strap on one of those little things that goes in your nose. I'm not quite that bad, but it at times it definitely would help me. And well, does Amazon sell it without a any kind of prescription? I mean, I didn't know. When you're saying 15 bucks a can, wonder what size can that is. Uh, wow. I'll tell you, firefighters and linemen and anybody that's out there clearing the roads and the lines and everything else, they got a tough job, dangerous job. I had one of my classmates in high school. His dad was electrocuted as a lineman working for one of the power companies years ago. Oh, I love that. I think that's the best thing to ever happen, DL. I mean, DeSantis has done a great job. I mean, why should Disney World get a full exemption of everything that every municipality has to do? I mean, they basically had their own little dictatorship, and they felt like that. They felt like they could control Florida instead of Florida controlling them. And thank goodness DeSantis came in, cleared that out, and says you'll be no different than any other municipality in Florida. I mean, like he said, SeaWorld just up the road, they had to abide by all the local laws. They weren't exempt in any way. Why should Disney World? Yeah. Are you using some, Jeff? I didn't know you used it. Are you having to use it, or are you just using it because you want to? Uh, yeah, I know it. I mean, that was a corporation that was acting like its own government, and they thought they were getting so big that they could just take. And they even had eminent domain on some of the close land proximity of the land. So they even were able to exercise eminent domain, which says I'm going to take your property, and which is crazy, and to let them have that kind of power of land around them. And you know, I'm all for uh, capitalists, and for the capitalists to do good, but I'm not all for a woke corporation going in there and telling everybody what they can do, what they can't do, and try to push their agenda on all of our children and grandchildren coming in. That's the reason I'll never go to Disney World again. I boycotted that. Hey, Jerome, how are you? Yeah. Well, I have never tried oxygen like that. Does it come with a mask or anything, or do you have to buy some other accessories to go with it? Well, how are you this morning, Jerome? You working hard? I know all the rest of us out here are knocking it down, trying to do the best we can. Well, I have to get out here and hustle. Well, I'm doing pretty good, getting over this COVID, like I was telling everybody. Yeah, yeah, I'm concerned that Disney at Anaheim is not. They probably control a lot out there too, because of all the land mass that they control. But they just flat had too much leeway in Florida. I mean, Florida bent over backwards when Walt Disney wanted to build in there, and they just exempted them on everything, and nobody needs to have it that easy. Oh, okay. I have to see if I can find a link to that. Well, I hope I don't stop the whole world. I'll just maybe just get some of them, get some attention a little bit. No, there's plenty of places, DL. Bojangles. There are a lot of Bojangles around, but there's still a lot of KFC and there's Church's Chicken and some others. But Bojangles, corporate wise, is big in the Carolinas. Yeah, yeah. It's actually lost one of the big investors in Bojangles this week. Jerry Richardson, that used to own the Carolina Panthers, died. The earlier this week. He was he was very instrumental in getting football into the Carolinas and did a great job there. And he was they kind of did him wrong, but in my opinion, but that's neither one way or the other. Sometimes when people get powerful, you get other people that are jealous and start making allegations and everything. I may have to I may have to check that. I'll do that. I'll look that up, Jeff, because I definitely could probably use that because, like I said, I mean, just like I'm doing right now, talking, I get winded and kind of have to take a break because I mean it gets tough to uh, with this blockage and everything. So sometimes I need some assistance. I may have to check into that because I've definitely thought about it a couple times. They have flavors. Well, I don't know. What flavor do you like best, Jeff? Well, they came out with some allegations, sexual harassment allegations that really weren't warranted, and tried to pull the race card on him and a few things like that. I mean, Jerry Richardson was just an older man that talked and did things like the older generation did. And not to say that everything was right or wrong, but he wasn't an evil person. And they tried to pinpoint some very minute allegations against him, and he didn't fight it. Well, I'll definitely check that out, Jeff, because I mean it gets tough to breathe sometimes. I mean, I'm struggling for air sometimes when I'm talking, and it's tough. Hey, Renegade, glad to see you join us this morning. Yeah, Renegade's gotten a good live chat on on Friday afternoons, and you do another one on Monday afternoons, but at Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock, Renegades does a live chat. Him and a couple of his buddies are on there, and he does that. So everybody have to check out Renegade. Renegade's channel's growing. You're up to about 5 or 6,000, about 6,000 subscribers now. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Renegade. I'm like I was telling Jeff and some of them that I'm struggling with breathing. This COVID really took its toll on me, and it restricted my airways a little bit more. And when I'm talking and everything, I end up talking and coughing a little bit more than I should. But I guess that's a way of me trying to get air into my system. But it's tough. It's not as fun as it used to be to get out and chat because of the fact that I'm struggling with it. Okay, Friday and Tuesday. Okay, I knew it was something like that. Yeah, yeah. Check out Renegade if somebody want to get in on live chat and hear what his guys are talking about, and and they get out and talk for. He talks for a long time. I know I was on there I was at it going in the background, and I think he was on there for about an hour and a half. One day that I was on there, and just chatting away. So everybody check out Renegade. He's trying to grow his channel too, and doing a good job of it. And then Boost Oxygen, large natural aroma, 10-liter can, respiratory support for aerobic recovery. Well, I'm definitely going to check that out. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jeff. I'm going to definitely check that out because I feel like that would help me because I'm definitely having issues. Uh, and I need to have something like that so I can get out and walk around better and stuff like that. Because right now, when I walk to get in a piece of equipment, I'm exhausted by the time I get to the piece of equipment, and then I had to sit down and relax before I start up the equipment. So it definitely has taken its toll on me. Yeah, I appreciate that link. I really do. That'll help me out. Yeah. Yep. Well, you know, I use that little thumb thing that measures the amount of oxygen, and my oxygen gets really low. So I do need that. I do need something like that to kind of boost me up, maybe help clear out my veins and my arteries and everything, and not overwork the old ticker too much. Yeah, my wife, anytime I come up with something like that, she always says, "Yeah, Dr. Jones." And I said, "Yeah, well, I don't pretend to be one, but I do have a doctor in the family. Her brother is a real medical doctor, so I got one I can call on occasionally." Yeah, occasionally. Of course, he's an orthopedic surgeon. He actually is a hand surgeon, and every time I'd call him for something, he would laugh about it. He'd say, "Well, put your hand over it so I can make sure I can make the right diagnosis," because that's his his expertise is hand surgery. But he comes in handy. He gives me some advice and everything every once in a while that I need. Uh, and usually, a lot of his advice is go see the doctor. And I do that. And I have have to check that out occasionally and all that sort of stuff. Well, guys, I'm going to cut this a little bit short. As you can tell, I'm still struggling a little bit with this COVID, or the remnants of the COVID, and I'm still running out of breath. So before you see me faint up here, I'm gonna just call it a day. And I do appreciate everybody jumping in here. And Joey, get on the right channel next time. And oh, you subscribed to Renegade. That's good. Yeah, that'll help him out, Patrick. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Catch you later on next week. And hopefully maybe I can get another video out like I did this week. So y'all take care, and I'll talk to y'all later. Appreciate the help, Jeff.